All right, everyone, let's talk about the K36 handheld video game console. All right, so right off the bat, what I notice about this, if it has this ergonomic kind of shape on the back here. Okay, but for me, since my hands are kind of bigger than this thing, it just feels a little uncomfortable to have this here. I can see if it was one of those game consoles that you held this way, but this is a vertical. If you held it horizontal, that would make more sense. Um, Now, I've been playing this for a while now. It is a fun console to play, but after a while, your hands get kind of cramped. Okay. I would see this as being a good console for maybe like a kid or someone with small hands. Okay. It is hard to use these L1, R2, R1, R2 buttons on the back. All right. When you're, especially if you're doing like a shooter game, you're trying to use it on the back here. It feels weird, and I'm constantly having to like crack my knuckles when I'm playing it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and boot it up. And while it's booting up here, I'll show you some of the things on it. All right, so you can recharge it with a USB-C cable. Okay, USB-C rechargeable. It has the old school earphone jack right here, old school earphone jack. All right, and let's see, it comes with a micro SD card, 64-bit micro SD card. Now, when you get this, it comes preloaded with 50 emulators, and I'm going to show you those emulators here in a minute, and 16,545 games that are preloaded on here. Okay, the buttons, to me, they feel okay. Some people complain that the buttons feel kind of weird. But to me, they're fine. I guess if you're like a perfectionist and really into video games, then you would probably complain about this. But the sticks, they bounce right back. I've been playing this for about a month now. The sticks bounce right back. Okay. The buttons feel fine. All right. All the buttons work. Some people complain because you hear that. Okay, you hear that click. Some people don't like that. All right. I'm going to turn down the volume here on this, or else you can be listening to the background music here. All right, that funky music. All right, guys, let's turn this down a little bit here, and we'll click some of the buttons here so you can hear them. Okay, you hear that? Okay, there's a little bit of a click, not so much, but like a mechanical kind of crunchy click, but just a click on some of them. All right, the paddles here, or not the paddles, the toggles here, they do push down as well, and you can move them around. Some of the games on here, I mean, it's okay, but I don't like using these toggles here on some of the games. But here, let me see. Let's get out here. I'm probably screwing up the whole setting here. All right, so we have, if we look at this right here, we have all games, and it shows you right there, 16,545 games. Now this, you can buy it on TikTok Shop for like 40 bucks. Sometimes you get them cheaper, like $35. Okay. I'll leave a link on here below for you too in the comments to let you know where you can get this from my TikTok Shop showcase as well. Okay. But I'm going to give you an honest review of this. Okay. I'm going to tell you certain things I don't like about it, certain things I do like about it. All right. The speaker at the bottom here does put out some good music, or some good sound. Let me turn it up here. Hopefully we can get it going here for you. There we go. That's full blast. All right. It's not going to be a lot of bass, guys. Okay. Definitely not going to be a lot of bass on the sound there. All right. The battery lasts, the manufacturer says the battery lasts from like 2 to 4 hours, which is not true. The battery lasts a lot longer than that. I've had the battery last 8 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, depends on how much you play it. Like, and you can also adjust the screen brightness as well to save battery power that way, and turn the volume down, of course. All right, but I have had it last like days without having to charge it because I play it for a couple hours here and there, leave it set. But I will say this: when you're done with it and you're wanting to go to bed for the night or whatever, turn off the console and then plug it in, and it'll charge a lot quicker and a lot better. You always put it in this port here to charge. Okay. All right. Now the other port is for sharing between each other on the games. Okay. All right, so let me see here. I'm going to show you guys all of the games they have. Okay, well, not all the games, excuse me, all the emulators, all 50 of the emulators. I'm going to show these to you guys here. So it has the option to give your, so it has the option to put games in your favorites on here as well. All right. You have the option to put games in your favorites. All right. So we have Final Burn Neo, you have the IGS system, you have the MAME system, Atari 2600, the Atari 5200, the Atari 7800, Lynx, WonderSwan, WonderSwan Color, Capcom Systems 1, 2, and 3, the Commodore Amiga. And if you're looking up here too, you'll see how many games are included for each one of these systems, okay? You have options, you have MSX, MSX2, PC Engine, Super Graphics, Family Computer, Nintendo, Family Computer Disk System, Game Boy, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo Hacks, Virtual Boy, Nintendo 64. So yeah, I wish there was more games for the N64. There's only 25 games on there. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Mini, Nintendo DS, Natatomi's Wave, only 6 games on there. SG-1000, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Game Gear, Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive, Sega 32X, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Naomi, Sharp 68,000, X68000, the Neo Geo Pocket, the Neo Geo Pocket Color, PlayStation. PlayStation is like the oldest one, or the newest one I has here. Nothing above a PlayStation. PSP, PSP Minis, Supervision, and then back to all games right here. Okay. All right, so let's look for a game on here. Okay, let's go ahead and go to all games, press Y. All right, and then we're gonna look for a game on here. So let's just look for, like, I don't know, like Sonic, okay? So I type in SONIC. Of course, it's gonna find all the games with Sonic in its name. You can be more specific and type in Sonic the Hedgehog if you want to. All right, but right here, see, it's finding all the games with Sonic in it, all right? Okay. All the games with Sonic the Hedgehog in it, all right? So you can see how many different games are on there with just Sonic on there. All right, is that crazy? All right. Okay, so let's what's that? Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, GBA. All right, let's choose that one. All right, wait for this to load. Load up. All right, this is the one for the Game Boy Advance. Press any button to continue. I don't know if you guys heard that. Sega. Okay, we'll just get into it here real quick and play a quick game here. That way I can show you guys what it looks like when we play. All right. Okay, so there we go. See, the refresh rate's pretty good. It's like 60 frames per second. That's really good, actually. Not bad at all on the refresh rate. Kind of just zooming through this here the best I can. Whoops, that didn't work. Ah, stop. Kind of lost my momentum there. I'm going to lose it again. Get in this tunnel here. There we go. There we go. All right. We'll go ahead and get through this first level here. Whoops. Hopefully without losing any rings. There we go. All right. So that's Sonic, guys. That's one of like the quicker games, you know. It shows the refresh rate and whatnot. So then when you're done like playing a game, to back out, you just press, oops, focus. You just press the start select button right down here. And that'll get you back to the main menu. Okay. So the other way you can search for a game too, it's kind of the long way, but if you kind of know what you're looking for, let's say that you're looking for an Atari game and you know, okay, well, it's the 2600, and you know, let's say you're looking for like the game called remember the game Grand Prix? Okay. So we just press and hold. All right, until you find, go down to the G's for Grand Prix. Right there. Grand Prix for the Atari. All right. I'll show you this. Now, this brings back some memories for me. I used to play this all the time with my brother. Wait for it to load up, guys. All right. Okay. Let's see, which one is it? Press start. There we go. All right. Y'all remember this one? Y'all remember this one? Grand Prix for the Atari? Yeah. And then when you crash, it's like you just kept, like you couldn't get, yeah, like, All right. So this old game right here, still fun to play. Still fun to play. I think I had better reflexes when I was 8 years old than I do now. Ah. I love playing like these old games, Stampede, Grand Prix, Pitfall, Pac-Man. Woo! Of course, that's what I'm talking about. When you do that and you smack into them and you don't get away. Like, come on. All right. So, there's that one. All right. All right, guys. But yeah, there's tons of games on here. Like 16,000 different games on here. Okay, let me show you something else too. Let me go up here. Okay, when you get this, and if you ever search for a game and you go back to all games, you notice it only says it has 61 games up here. That's because it's searching for games in that one console that you just searched into. So quick fix, just press Y, go down, press reset, okay, and then now look at that. Now you have the 16,545 games available. Okay, they were always there. It's just it's looking for the games that you were searching for before. Okay. Overall, I would say like out of like a 5-star, you know, being the best, I would say I would give this like 4.5 stars. It does have its limitations. Okay, there's no Wi-Fi. All right, there's no Wi-Fi. People say that you can put a adapter here so you can like play between two people. All right, but it's like old school retro. You know, it's got the clear plastic on the back. The plastic seems pretty good. I mean, it's okay. It's plastic. I mean, one thing I don't really care for is that where they put the glue right there. It kind of looks ugly. You see that right there? But it comes with other colors too, like a black, a white, and the purple. So it's just whatever you like, you know. If you like the purple clear, that's what I got. I mean, really, honestly, I never look at the back here. It's just kind of visually unappealing just to see that splotch right there, but whatever. It is what it is. For like a cheap, you know, inexpensive console with 16,000 games, I mean, and 50 emulators, you can't complain. Also, you can put more games on here with that SD card, all right? You can actually upload more games. Now, I don't know how to do that. I know it's possible. I could probably figure out how to do it, but I just haven't done it, all right? All right, guys. Go ahead and Subscribe if you're not subscribing to me. I appreciate that. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this. Let me know if you got this console. Let me know, like, if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it even. Let me know your gripes and complaints about it. And also let me know, you know, what you think is cool about it, what you like about it as well. All right, everyone. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.